أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Welcome to my program. So I just want to conclude my discussion on etiquette of eating. This is the part 2 and the final part of that. So it's going to be a short one, perhaps maybe within 4 minutes I should be able to finish. So the next point I was trying to make is the fact that we don't allow food to wait for us. Like, for example, maybe you have the food on the dining table and you are not ready and you just have it on the dining table or wherever you want to eat. So, expecting you to come. No, you have to be there first and the food comes and meets you there. Not you going to make the food. Food waiting for you is not allowed. It's not a practice of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The other one is if the food is hot, we are not allowed to use our mouths to cool it, like fair enunciation jewa ko allow. You can cool it down with fan, with any other thing, but you shouldn't use your mouth to to cool it. So in Islam is not allowed. Another point is that it is highly recommended that we use our hand, but that doesn't mean we can't use spoon and other eating utensil. So we can use spoon, but the more rewardable is to use our hand as much as possible. If it's practicable. For example, a kobono, you can't use your hand. I can't use my hand. I don't know about you, but I don't think you will use your hand to do that. So you will use a spoon to do that. And the other one is if for whatever reason we can't finish our food, we should try to preserve it for another day. But the worst case scenario, we can give it to Daba, the animal, to feed on. But on no account should we throw away food. Leftover food, we shouldn't do that. Wastage is not supported in any way in Islam, so we shouldn't do that. So those are the quick points I just said I should bring to your attention. So wastages, how we cool our food shouldn't wait for us. We need to be there before our food. And we can use spoon, but it's recommended to use our hand. And wastages are not supported whatsoever. You can preserve it for another day or give it to the animal, the driver, to eat. Don't, under no account, we should throw away our food, because we will be held accountable. Our resources entrusted to our disposal, how we expend them, and food is one of those resources. And lastly is the fact that he is the man that provides for the food. He is the husband that provides for the food. There is no 50-50 in Islam. There is no 50-50 in Islam. He is the man. It is the responsibility of the man. Actually, there are three non-disputable responsibility of a man to the wife. You provide her with food, you provide her with clothing, and you provide her with accommodation, feeding, and clothing. Those three things you cannot negotiate them as a man. It's your responsibility. Perhaps wives are expected to know the ability of their husband. If for whatever reason you know that, okay, truly my man wants to do this, but he doesn't really have the means, as a wife you can support, but you are not under obligation to support. If you support, Allah will reward you abundantly. If you don't, you haven't committed any sin. It's not your responsibility. So if you support, is a sadaqah for you, Allah will reward you abundantly. But you are not under any obligation. As a woman, you should know the ability of your man. If you don't know your ability of your man, then it means you don't know your man. You should be able to know, okay, I know he can afford that. He cannot afford that. I know him. So may Almighty Allah make it easy for us and accept our ibadah. May Almighty Allah overlook our shortcoming. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.